guys, this is day 11 of the 44 days knowledge is useless challenge. I found something really funny today to share with you. Well, it's not funny that my son is ill. He has some kind of stomach problem. But what is really funny is that his dad and I have completely different opinions of what's going on with him. He thinks that he is constipated, and I think that he has diarrhea. And I can list all the reasons why I have concluded what I have concluded, and he has a list of reasons that make a lot of sense why he will be right. And I was thinking, this really sounds hilarious. We have completely different diagnoses, completely different opinions based on exactly the very same reality. And then I thought, well, this just fits perfect with the concept of knowledge is useless. We have access to exactly the same data. We have just one human being. It's not a matter that we're talking about statistical analysis or understanding of complex economics data. We're talking about something really, really simple. A little baby with some kind of a stomach bug. And his parents, it's really close by. So I was thinking that this is really, really funny because this happens to us all the time. And sometimes it doesn't happen outside us. It happens inside us. That inside our mind, we not only have the angel and the devil telling us, no, you should be doing this way, no, you should be doing this way. The way my husband calls it is his 100 men. We have sometimes hundreds of people talking into our mind, telling us what we should be doing. You should be taking this project, no, you should not be taking this project, you should move to a different city, you should quit your job, no, you should really continue here, you shouldn't stay with your husband, no, you definitely should divorce, and your head is just going backwards and forwards and left and right and pull and push. And as I said, sometimes the options are more complex, much more complex than go to the left or go to the right. Like, for example, in our case of heart centers business owners, something that's very critical is the house. Who is specifically my target market, how I'm going to target them. So the options are huge. So what we have decided to do in this case of disagreement between my husband and I is really to go back to square one and have a laugh. Take things with a lot of patience and a lot of respect. I listen to what he says, he listened to what I said, and we have found remedies that are common for the well-being of our child. For example, if a child has diarrhea, if a child has constipation, he needs water. It's the very same solution. And he needs more vegetables. It's the very same solution. So this is how we are approaching that. Is, what are the things that you know that will help you? When you cannot know what the answer is, what are the things that you actually do know that you can actually do, take action, the things that you can actually do? Like in this case, we can give him water, very, very, yes, that's just as simple as that. Give him more water. And sometimes those trivial decisions can be just so critical in your business. Okay, I don't know what the next project is. Well, maybe you need more information. Maybe you need to sit down and map it up. Maybe you need to sit down and journal and say why it doesn't feel right or why it feels so attractive to you. So really go back to square one And what I will tell you, specifically today, because I find really hilarious what happens, is that you should do it with a sense of humor. And I found this fantastic quote from the fantastic Clint Eastwood, telling us when he received his Oscar, he said, the way to be here and to be successful is to take the work very serious and take yourself absolutely not serious. And I think this applies to parenting, this applies to business, this applies to acting, this applies everywhere. You know, laugh at yourself. Like this thing where you're so silly, my husband and I, we just have to laugh. You're so silly. But we take very serious because it's the health of our child. So that's our task. Do the same. What's the next project? That project, take it very serious, but don't take yourself that's so heavy, serious. Have a laugh. Really take yourself out of the equation and see how silly and how fantastic and how sweet and how fragile and how endearing you are. So, really, from the inspiration of Clint Eastwood, take your work very serious, but don't do that with yourself. Have a laugh. Enjoy.